Good morning. Hello there. Scott here. Hope you're well. So yesterday's price action was a little bit weird. A few funny things going on. So a lot of setups kind of got messed up. And therefore, because it's been a bit weird price action, today's setups aren't looking very good either, unfortunately, which is not very nice for a fun coupon Friday, but that's the way it goes. So I've only got one which might set up today. One that's setting up right now, and there's a few which might set up later on. So we'll go through the charts anyway. There's a few things to talk about. Okay. Okay, let's go then. We're starting with Aussie Kiwi. So it's gold, but it depends on what strategies you're doing. So we'll look at the high time frames first. Right, so we've had big run up. See on the weekly, massive run up. Even on the monthly, very strong run up recently, and it's very overbought. It has been. It's kind of dying off a bit now, but now it's pulled back. So we've had this run down, and it's broken the daily 50, and it reached the 1.272 level, which I pointed out yesterday, and it done a nice little doji yesterday. So that's implying that the probably looking at a long trade today, pull back to the daily 50. So let's see what the daily gives us. Right, so the usual 4 hour, 1 hour, 5 minute. We'll go to the 1 hour. We've had this trend line down here, which is a really strong trend line, and it's testing it right as I'm recording this. I wouldn't want to trade through this trend line. You can see if you look way back. It's not that strong, I guess. 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches, strong again. Yeah, I still wouldn't want to trade through that. This is a bit, could have a bit of trouble getting through it. But I thought I'd show you this as a possible ABO, advanced breakout strategy, because we have this level here, which seems to be acting as a strong support. We've got one test here, another one here, another one here. But 3 tests at this level, and that makes this a pretty strong level to reject and to trade, to move high up to the 4 hour 50. We've still got to break through the 1 hour 50, but the ABO often has to break through, often has to break through the 1 hour 50, and usually has to break through the trend line we have. So we've got this big long trend line I just showed you, and this other trend line here I found, which is not the most convincing, but starting from here, we've had testing here a few times, testing again here, testing here, testing here. So it's pretty good. I would suggest waiting for a break above this trend line and a close above it. And then you can take the ABO entry on a 5 minute break, break of the 5 minute 50. I won't go into strategy in detail, but when it breaks that, you can trade it long, but you are trading through the 1 hour 50 and this trend line. So be aware of that. ABOs are not that high a strike rate because of these extra. Basically, we're guessing the bottom. We've got no real confirmation this is the bottom, and it's going to reverse here. So we do have things in our favor, like this strong support. The safest bet, of course, is to wait for a clear break above all these trend lines, above the 1 hour 50, come back, retest them, and then we can trade up to the 4 hour 50. So although it's a gold, setting up now for an ABO, the safest bet would be to wait for the IBO, the initial breakout of the 1 hour 50, pull back, retest, and then trade it long to the 4 hour 50. That's Aussie Kiwi. That's the only one I could really see that's setting up right now. There's quite a few which are looking like they might set up later today or maybe on Monday. So we'll quickly whiz through those. We've got this strong level here. Actually, I don't think it is that strong a level, but it seems to be rejecting this level. We've had British Day followed by a doji, small up day, another doji. So it's looking like it's stalling here, and it could be going short. So we need confirmation from the lower time frames. The 1 hour is giving us not a lot at this stage. We're getting higher highs and higher lows still. Is it slowing down? Okay, well, before yesterday, before this point here, we can see quite clearly the MACD has dropped off significantly. That was a really good MACD divergence there, and that was implying lower prices. But the market does what it wants to do, and the run up yesterday was strong enough that it's broken that MACD divergence. It's now looking quite okay. So, is it going to break down? We have to wait and see. We don't know, but we need confirmation. So we will need this to break down below the 1 hour 50, come back and retest it and trade it short. And we can probably see a recent trend line here as well somewhere. Nah, maybe not. But so it needs the confirmation that we have changed direction, and we have a reversal, break the 1 hour 50 retest. That could give something a short trade for later. That's quite common with the yen pairs. The yen found the weakness yesterday. All the yen pairs were going up, and that kind of spoiled all our analysis from the day from yesterday morning. Swiss yen, the daily again still at this level. Is it going to go down? Maybe. Is there a MACD divergence? Yes, strong MACD divergence here, implying that this run up is not very strong and it could easily turn over and reverse at any stage. So we need confirmation on the lower time frames. We go to the 1 hour. Trend line clearly broken. The 1 hour 50 broken. I mentioned this yesterday. It looked like it was not a very clean IBO because it just meandered sideways. It did that for a long time, as you can see. And then it broke up above it. Now it's looking like it might be a long trade. Is it not? I don't know. It's a bit messy, right? So the MACD was looking very good up till yesterday. MACD divergence, very strong down highs. Highs getting lower here, highs getting higher on the price action. But now we've had this, we've got a MACD here. Well, we haven't had a higher high, so we can't tell. But my point is, this is not proving very good either way. I wouldn't want to take it long. It's not a very nice IBO anyway. Not very nice, clean price action. Wouldn't want to take it short either. Looks a bit yucky. So that's why it's on the blue. If it breaks down below the 4 hour 50, then maybe we'll get a short trading later. Not convinced either way at the moment. There's some proof. Euro Aussie on the daily, stalling at this level, breaking down. And then yes, there was a big doji. There's a name for that. What's it called? Dragonfly doji? Can't remember. And that looks like maybe it's going to go down, but I think we'll see here on the 1 hour, the price structure has been pretty messed up by that. Long run up and then a long run down. So it's not really giving us it's kind of giving us an IBO short, but it's not, I don't know, it doesn't excite me. It doesn't excite me. You could take that as an IBO short right now. Do the fibs line up. Go from here, probably not. No. It's probably why it doesn't excite me. It doesn't look like a nice break and pullback. And yeah, the fibs are all wrong, so it wouldn't be a nice IBO. So I'll wait here for it to break below the 4 hour 50, prove its bearishness, pull back, and then give us a short trade. Could happen today, but probably a Monday play that one. Euro Swiss, we've still at this level for quite a few days now, just going sideways. What's the 1 hour doing? Right, it's still trending up. Let's zoom down a little bit. It's a little bit too big. So they've been trending up for a while, not convincingly up. Do we have a MACD divergence? Again, we did up until yesterday. We're getting lower highs, on the MACD, but higher highs on the price action. Until yesterday's price action, we had a big strong run up, and that's kind of broken the MACD divergence. So is it going to reverse? We don't know, do we? If we get a nice clean break of the 1 hour 50 here and a pullback, that could give us a short trade. So I need some really nice price action to convince me on that one. Euro yen, another yen pair which was doing some funny stuff yesterday. It's still in this level, still hasn't broken it, so this level's still valid. Do we have anything here? Well, we look back on the monthly. This is how I like to check how strong levels are. We can see on the monthly, go back to 2014, this level was tested, so I'll just click on it because my times are synced. I'll show you on, we go up to here, this little select layout button, and these 4 buttons sync in layout. So I have the time synced, so every chart window in this layout is synced. So I click on the monthly up here and it will sync it with the daily. So we now see that the blue line is through here. Right, is that convincing? Not really. Anything more? Go back a bit further, break through it up here. And straight, oh, it came down and tested it. That's pretty good. It's quite nice. Came down all this way on the monthly, as soon as the daily. It came down all this way and stopped at this level. That's pretty strong level, right? That's the major level. Okay, you can do this. You can go back further and convince yourself this is a strong level or not. It's okay. Okay, what happened there? We've got, right. So that's a pretty strong level, and it's still in there for a reason. Let's see some proof on the lower time frames. The uptrend trend line has been broken. The MACD was very clearly divergent until yesterday. Now we've had a pretty strong run. We've actually still got a MACD divergence because this here, high to high, this is very slightly higher. And from here to here is lower. So we do have a MACD divergence still. That's good, I like that. Now we need some kind of proof that we've got some downtrend. We've still got count as a double top maybe. Yeah, count as a double top. The top of the wicks over here, and the bodies here. It's the same. Clean double top. Now we need to have this breakdown below the 1 hour 50. Come back, retest it, and that could give us a short trade. Maybe even today. Euro Kiwi. Okay, we hit this strong level. It's bounced off a couple of times. It's already pulled back to the daily 20, this blue line, which may be enough for that trend to continue. Maybe. It's always good to see a doji or a dragonfly, as I said, I think it's called. It's strong down, stalling here. Maybe this is level. So maybe what we can do also is validate this level. Obviously it's a daily 20, but maybe there's something else going back. Get the monthly. What do we have here? Just missed it here. Here, it's hit it here. We rejected it. There's lots of action around this level, isn't there? Go back further. Kind of around this level, there's lots of stuff. Maybe here, we could say. And you can just go back and check all these levels, and maybe you'll find some really strong ones. So this here is a good one. Nice wick. Rejected that level. And this one here, the bodies, rejected that level quite strongly. So there's a fair bit of price action rejecting this level. So maybe that's where it's going to stop and go long again. Let's see the lower time frames. Do you have anything to prove that? At this stage, no. You've got a clear downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows. Nothing at all to suggest it's going to change. So which is why I'd wait for a break above the 4-hour 50 and a retest for a nice CBO. Of course, this will be a lot more spread out than this. That'll probably be a Monday. Can't see that happening today. And Aussie. Again, we've got stalling at this level, but it haven't even reached the daily 20 yet. So if anything, I'll take this short. I wouldn't take this long unless you can prove this level is extremely major. Doesn't look like enough of a pullback to me. What is it's reasonably level there? It's touching on here. Anyway, you can go back and check that for yourself. But probably more looking like a day short today. Oh, excuse me, it's breakfast time. So had this rundown, clear trend change. Rejected the 4-hour 50 twice already. Would I take this short? No, I wouldn't, because not now. We've already had the IBO back here. And it hasn't really done much since then. So I'm stalling a lot of this level and stalling at the 4-hour 50. So we need a clean break of the 4-hour 50. Pull back to 4-hour 50, then we can trade it short to day 20. Something I may set up later. Found Kiwi. Now this one has a similar kind of price action, but we're stalling at the daily 20. So maybe there's more in this as a reversal. Again, you can check this level out. It's always good to check the level, because if that is a very major level from history, then that could be, there's lots of price action around this level, so you probably find something in there. So we need to prove this long. So again, this time we'll be waiting for a CBO long. If it breaks up above the 4-hour 50, this blue line, breaking through the 1-hour 50 on the way, when it comes back, these two will line up quite nicely. This will probably be very late today or Monday. You can take it out the highs. So that's possible for later. Kiwi Swiss on the daily. Putting back to the daily 50, pretty much touching it, stalling. So maybe it's just time for it to reverse. Go back down to the lows. On the 1-hour chart, we have strong uptrend. It broke this trend line, which wasn't that strong. We had 3 touches. It did reject it there before it broke through it. Hit the 1-hour 50, went back up again. Trying to test the daily 50, this green line. Now it's heading back down again to the 1-hour 50. So you see it break the 1-hour 50 nice and clean. This can happen today. Don't take too much for that to happen. And trade that short to the daily 50, the 4-hour 50. We need to trade through the 4-hour 50 because you won't get much for profit on that one. Enough risk, reward risk before the 4-hour 50, and then trade down to these lows down there somewhere. Yeah, fib from there to there. That looks about right. Daily pivot kind of lining up, so that one's looking pretty good. For something to happen today, maybe. Kiwi Swiss, yeah, that could easily happen today. Something to look forward to. And Kiwi Yen, again, another Wiki Yen pair. Still on this level, it hasn't broken it above, so that's good. But do we get a trade on looking to go short? Well, it's okay, isn't it? This trend line, it's been rejected, it's been broken to the short side and then come back and retested it. That looks pretty good price action. Now we need a break below the 1-hour 50, pull back to the 1-hour 50 and trade it down to the daily 50 and the 4-hour 50. So it could be a little short trade on here. Or something like that. Probably not much profit in that one, but should be 1.5%-ish. Or you can even trade it. No, we wouldn't want to trade through the daily 50. So just trade this a little bit down here to the daily 50. Okay, cool. Last one, dollar yen. So we've been seeing this long run up, and it doesn't seem to want to stop. But everything stops one day. Now, this strong trend line was broken yesterday. Tested the 1 hour 50, came back and retested this trend line. That's good. Now we need to see some decent price action, break through the 1 hour 50, come back and retest it, and then trade down to the 4 hour 50. So this one has lots of potential because the 4 hour 50 is way behind. And yeah, that could be nice. It's going to take, there's a lot of bullish momentum here, been going on for a long time, days and weeks. So you may have to mess around here a bit for a few days before we actually get a decent reversal. Anyway, that's what I have today. It's not looking too exciting, but hopefully something will play out today. Good luck in the markets. Phone coupon Friday. I suggest trying to be not hold the positions over the weekend, because who knows, these days with all this news things happening all the time, you could have some nasty action gapping on Monday. Yeah, so try and be in and out of position today, and I wish you all the best and have a nice weekend. I'll see you Monday morning. Bye bye.